out of the truck, so they had to rip the door off. But let's recap what happened here. Now, officials on the scene tell us this wreck involved 3 cars. Crews are here behind me. This wasn't even a big tree. It was a small tree that was knocked over by the wind. Penich walked into this Buffalo Wild Wings, ordered 4 shots and 2 beers, and then he did that again 2 more times at 2 different bars. The boater was traveling from this direction around this bend. You can see right here, this is a blind turn. So when he makes his turn all the way around, he finds that there was a boat on the other side that he couldn't see. I do want to show you where they found that gun. If you can turn this way, down Williams Avenue. It's about 3 blocks down towards Green Street. But Republican lawmakers say if you eliminate the Department of Education, the states then send the money to the government. The government then sends the money back, leaving it up to the states to decide what to do with that money. You can see behind me the stairs. They're actually, right now they're hosing off where this has happened. I've seen plows go up and down the mountain every hour or so. You can actually see behind me at this stoplight, a truck is carrying the front of a plow. So you can see that they've been working on top of the mountain, and now I guess they're bringing it down to some other area. Devastation here in Killingsworth Cove. You can see there's a home with its roof completely torn off, everything thrown out, even the barn torn and crumbled to pieces. If you've driven through the intersection of Pulaski and Patterson, then you know this mirror that I'm speaking to you from. But once this project is done, there'll be no need for this mirror. In fact, there'll be no need for this intersection at all. The overwhelming majority do want a police department moving forward, but they say that things have to be different. I'm here in the Big Lots parking lot on 6th Avenue in Decatur. The shooting happened right in between the Big Lots and the T-Mobile store behind me. Each pole is around 25 pounds, so it can be easily moved from school to school or event to event. But don't be fooled by its sleek look. Each pair costs the school district nearly $20,000. Here's the idea behind a torpedo bat. This is a normal bat with the sweet spot closer towards the end. What the Yankees found out is they were hitting most of their balls here, so they just moved the sweet spot down towards the middle. The devastation that hit a Madison family can be summed up by what's behind me, but it's the spirit of this community and the family inside that's holding up what is now a metaphorical roof over their head.
So you can see where it's starting to, that's where it's going to come apart.
As Marcy Kennedy sorts through what memories and belongings can be saved from her home.
It has all my kids' books that my grandsons and my kids had read over the years. So I'd like to keep these books.
Tuesday night's EF2 tornado and what it took from her family plays through her mind.
And he's like, looks up. He's like, we've lost the roof. Yeah, it's pretty dramatic when you look at it right here. And in my art studio got it the worst. That was stunning. I was hysterical. It was just like horrifying. It's like, oh my gosh, because it's like I said, it's such a dramatic change.
Now, her main focus is salvaging what she can.
There's no railroad at this landing by purpose because they're going to need to be able to get the furniture out. So we're in a race against the weather. Water's going to take all this and it's going to throw it down because it's going to rain again. And I have this marvelous sunroof.
She may have lost her roof, but not her sense of humor.
And this is for tanning, when you need to tan.
Oh my goodness.
Your bathroom.
It's her positive attitude that shines a light on a dark situation.
And having fun with it because it's going to be gone. It's going to be gone.
But it's her neighbors who are putting aside the damage of their own to lift up this family piece by piece.
They're here to help, and they're wanting to get this done because this is somewhere where they can do something that makes a difference right now. And God is good, and He's making this into something. And if it's just that we're all getting together right now and we're working together, it makes a tremendous difference.
LaKendra Rice spent the day after Mother's Day cleaning up glass from her bedroom floor.
My Mother's Day gift was literally sitting right here. This is so crazy.
The mother of 3 was getting her kids ready for bed when she heard the glass shatter.
As I was walking back to my bed, we heard 5 shots.
A bullet flew through her bedroom window just feet from her bed.
Crawled from here all the way into the hallway.
Holes in her TV, bedroom wall, and a closet across the hall tell the story of what could have taken her life.
It actually went through an opposite bedroom on the opposite side of the house into the closet, and they found a bullet laying on the ground. All in my husband's clothes. My heart, it was like it got hit by a freight train. I was grieving my own mother being gone. And then to think that that night could have been the last time my kids had a mother and my husband had a wife.
Madison County deputies say the bullet came from a couple homes over, even past a tree line. Rice and other neighbors tell me vacant homes have become ground zero for teens causing trouble.
Just fighting, underage drinking, smoking, I mean, you name it, it's going down over there.
A spokesperson for the Madison County Sheriff's Office say deputies are frequently called to the Bermuda Lakes community. Neighbors are afraid their repeated calls over the past year have fallen on deaf ears.
It just continues to escalate. Like, we're raising our kids and our children can't even go outside to play because we don't want them shot.
The neighbor who wanted to remain anonymous says if this keeps happening, she's worried the next bullet could be into her home.
Unsettling to know that we're in a community and everything going on continues to escalate more and more because there's no consequences.
Football, basketball, even baseball. The school year is winding down as gymnasiums all across the country are filled with athletes declaring where they'll take their talents to the next level. But there's one group who seems to always be on the sidelines. Literally. That's when Lee High School band director Reginald Pearson had an idea.
He said he wanted to celebrate our kids for all the scholarships that they've earned, and I immediately said yes, because this group of kids, they work really hard.
A signing day of their own for the 14 seniors in Lee High School's 5-star marching machine.
When it comes to signing days, they're always recognizing athletics, but I wanted to also recognize our music and art students because there are so much talent that should be recognized.
It's physical demanding, you know what I'm saying? Just like sports are, and it's competitive, just like sports are. So I feel like, we put our hearts and soul in this just like football players or basketball players do.
5 different schools.
Alabama A&M University. To Southern University. Tuskegee University. Went to Norfolk State University. Thomas to Alabama State University.
Over $800,000 in academic scholarships and over $750,000 in music scholarships were raked in by this group.
It doesn't just start in the band room, it starts in the classroom. So academics is important, and we have been killing it academically.
J.L. Michaels is a prime example of killing it. The drum major and student body president is taking her 4.5 GPA to continue her academic and music career at Tuskegee University.
And I just feel like we should be getting the recognition that we truly deserve, and we finally are, and I feel like we're just a start.
Pearson hopes what started as an idea turns into a tradition for many other schools across the country. Nick Balenger, 48 News, on your side. Anger.
You're the accountable one.
Embarrassment.
If you were looking to invest in a city in Alabama, would you come to Hanceville right now?
And tears. All from Hanceville residents after their city's police department was found to be a, quote, threat to public safety and run more like a, quote, criminal enterprise by a grand jury last week.
Get rid of the dirt. Get rid of the fraud.
Many here believe 5 former Hanceville police officers have left a stain on the department after being charged with multiple felonies, including tampering with evidence. The arrests come after a massive corruption investigation that was spurred by the drug overdose death of a 911 dispatcher on the job. City Clerk Tanaya Wilcox says employees tried to sound the alarm months ago.
Help was requested 5 months before the dispatch supervisor died.
Lifelong resident Ryan Campbell used the moment to share his encounters with officers.
That officer hit me from behind, which I could hardly still walk, with his knee, took me to the ground, and beat me mercifully.
The arrests of 5 officers left only 3 remaining in an already small department, and now all have been placed on administrative leave. The council decided to table its decision on the future of the department to allow more time for thought. Majority of the residents don't want Coleman County deputies patrolling their city. They want their department back.
I have yet met the first person that wants to see the police department dismantled.
And the increased responsiveness. That, in the worst of the worst situations, is when you wish you did have a local police department.
I recommend that we keep our police department. Let's keep the revenue in this town. Let's have paying jobs in this town.